Alright guys, let's hop right on into it. So before we start, let me show you the box that I got in the mail. Alright, so here is the box here. Nice black. I bought 4 of them, so just to show you guys the size of it, here it is. And let me show you the contents. This is absolutely ridiculous. I want to open it more, but you can see what it is. Like, it's not... These are little, like, tiny, thin shards of, like, plastic, black plastic paper or something. And usually they do black construction paper, like the zigzaggy strips of black construction paper. This is a hassle. Like, this is horrible. Like, you see they're already falling out. Like, this stuff to the brim, and I can see that, I mean, I understand you want to keep your stuff secure and padded and stuff, but can we get, like, the little big air bubble things or something? This is crazy. Like, it was a hassle, like, because in the eyeshadows weren't sitting on top, they were buried underneath. So I got these little black things falling all over the place trying to get the eyeshadows out. It was not a good experience in that regard. So I think they need to work on that. Here are the 4 eyeshadows. So we've got them all individually packaged, of course, because they are singles, with the gold, you know, the little gold sequins in each one. So I've already opened one, which I probably should have opened all of them before I got on camera, but this is Lapis Luxury from the Decadence palette. Alright, so this is Lapis Luxury from the Decadence palette. So here is Divine Mink, also from the Decadence palette. Alright, then we have a new shade, Crimson Fire. I was very interested in this one to see if it would be like red, you know. And then finally we have Rose Venus, another new shade. So today we're going to be using Rose Venus and Crimson Fire. That is my desire. And then, like, in another video, I'll do something with Divine Mink and Lapis Luxury, or maybe, you know, some of, you know, all 4 of them, something like that. But today's got to be a little bit more, you know, toned down. Just some quick swatches of all of them and a quick look. Here's what the little pans look like. Crimson Fire, right there, very beautiful. Venus, that's pretty. And you can see how the swatch is just a continuous swatch from the top to the bottom, like it's no, like, fade out or patchiness. Very beautiful. Alright, then we've got Lapis Luxury here. That is such a beautiful shade. I think that one skipped out because of my bone. I don't know. Or maybe I wasn't consistent with my finger pressure. This is one of the ones I was really excited about. Divine Mink. Beautiful. Very beautiful. So these are the 4 shades I got, guys. So for my look today, I'm going to pair these with... I'm just going to go on ahead and use the Ecstasy eye palette, because it's right here, and it's, of course, Pat McGrath. So I'm going to zoom in for you guys. My eyelids have been prepped with Groundwork, MAC Groundwork. Alright, so I'm going into Paradiso from the Eye Ecstasy kit as a transition shade. And once again, these eyeshadows are $25, and you get like 1.3 grams of product, or 1.1 gram of product, which is kind of disappointing. So when they were doing all their promotions for this, like up to the launch, just showing the pictures and the videos and stuff like that, they weren't telling us how much product would be in each single. And with these being $25 each, you know, it's a hefty price tag for one shadow. However, you know, if you look at like a Tom Ford palette, you're paying $88 for 4 shades, so that's pretty close to that price. And then I think I've heard people say that Urban Decay singles are like $20. So whatever, but $25 a palette, or $25 per single, is a lot. So 4 singles is $100. Well, I can get a 6-pan palette from her for $55, and those have 2 grams of product in each pan. So I don't understand why there's just 1.1 gram of product in these singles. So that was a bit disappointing. Now going into Crimson Fire on my ring finger, and I'm going to do a halo situation with this. Alright, so putting this on the inner corner. Gotta get used to using singles. Y'all know I don't hardly ever use singles. I'm trying to reach into the palette for the shade. Okay. That's pretty. It goes on real nice. That goes on very nicely and very pigmented with my finger. Now, this is how I apply my shadows. I'm always using my finger. If you want to use a brush, or if you want to see how a brush performs, Kinky Sweat did this, did a video on these. I don't think she had all the same shades as me because she has the Decadence palette, so you know she got some different shades. But if you want to see just how this formula performs with a brush, check out her channel. Yeah, because I don't mess with brushes with my metallic when I'm doing a metallic application. I want to depot these and put them into a palette because I just like palettes better than singles. But I don't know if these are depotable. We will see. Alright, so now I'm going in with Rose Venus and putting that in the center. And overlapping it some with the Crimson Fire shade. And they are overlapping very nicely, as you can see, and blending with each other very, very nicely. So I like the look of that. And I don't have any other shade in my collection that's similar to Crimson Fire. I think the closest would be in her Bronze Seduction palette. So at the end of this video, I'm going to see if I can get some swatches. But now what I'm doing now is just going with that blender brush and making sure there aren't any harsh lines. And so yeah, that's blending out into the matte shade very nicely. And so you could leave it like this, but I do like to have a little bit more depth on in my eye looks on the outer corner. So I'm just going to take some of that dark matter shade from this palette and put that on lower in the outer V. And then drag it up into the crease. And I got this pointed, this is the Builder Pro from Sonia G. This is really nice to just get a nice precise pull into the crease. I'm going to go with the Rose Venus shade. I think it'll be good for a brow bone highlight, a light one. So just tapping my brush into that shade and going right onto the arch. Alright, so now I'm going to go, and actually I'm going to use a brush. I'm going into Crimson Fire, a like shader brush. This is from Juvia's Place Small Buffer Brush. And drag that along the lower lash line. I'm going to do my other eye, finish my makeup, and we will be back. Oh, I'm already recording. Okay, I wanted to show you guys really quickly two comparisons. So, for Rose Venus, I'm going to compare that to this middle shade on the bottom here from the Ecstasy kit, or the Ecstasy palette. And so we've got Rose, can you guys see that? Rose Venus right there. I already swatched that, and I'm going to swatch this one right here. Okay, so those look very similar. Yeah, this one from the Ecstasy palette is a little bit more rich. It looks a little bit more it has a little bit more substance to it, I think, than this one. So then the Rose Venus shade. So if you want Rose Venus and you have the Ecstasy kit, I would say just keep the Ecstasy kit, and maybe you don't need Rose Venus because they're similar. This one is a twinge, like a tinge lighter than the Ecstasy shade, but I like both of them. But you know, one is one's lighter. So Rose Venus is a lighter tone, and the one from Ecstasy is a little bit more rosy, a little bit more mauve, I think, in it. Has a little bit more mauve to it. So, but yeah, it's a Rose Venus from the single is a little, has like a lighter feel to it. And then going to Bronze Seduction. And I think this is called Blitz Flame. Blitz Flame. This is a completely different texture, different feel altogether. Let me compare these two for you. Alright, so this is Crimson Fire and Blitz Flame right next to it. Alright, Blitz Flame has a little bit more shine to it. Sorry I got these kind of blended together. I'm trying to see in this viewfinder-ish situation I got going on. This one looks a little brighter and has a little bit more shine to it than Crimson Fire. Crimson Fire looks a little darker and has, you know, since it's darker, it has less of a sheen, I think, and plus they're different textures. So this one just looks a little bit more shiny, a little catching the light a little bit more, and it's a little brighter. So yeah, guys, they're pretty similar though, but but Crimson Fire is a little, like I said, it's a little darker. So just a smidgen of a difference in these two shades with these two palettes. So those are what I could come up with off the top of my head real quick for a quick comparison for you guys for these two shades. So I will do that when I do use the other two shades in my other video, but I'm kind of trying to get out of here, okay? But yeah, guys, this is the final look. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, hopefully that was a good close-up. Yeah, I need to do something about this viewfinder because it is getting crazy trying to look into a mirror to see what is showing on the viewfinder. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, what's on my lip? I have her lip gloss in the shade Flesh 6. So that's what I'm wearing today on the lips, and that's it. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the EYEdolls. Did you pick any of them up? If you got them already, let me know what your thoughts are on the performance. Have you tried them out and stuff? So far, this is my first impression. I do like them. Comparing the shades, though, to what's already in my collection, I'm not sure if I necessarily needed these, okay? These two new shades, okay? The two new shades, who knew? But I think I'm really going to enjoy Mink and Lapis Luxury, so I'm excited to get my hands into those. These two, since I have, like I said, that Ecstasy palette and then my Blitz, or my Bronze Seduction palette, I'm not sure if I needed these two singles, but hey, it is what it is. Alright, I got them. And, you know, they perform nicely. Pat McGrath quality, okay? Very easily blendable and highly pigmented, okay? I will talk to you guys really soon. Once again, let me know your thoughts, and if you want to see more content from me, definitely subscribe. I upload videos 3 to 4 times per week, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. I will be talking to you guys really, really soon. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.